The first day I got my iPhone 12 Pro, something happened to me that I did not expect. Within 24 hours of using it, I bought an iPhone 12 and started a return on the iPhone 12 Pro. Now, why, you may ask? Simple. The weight. As odd as it is to say, the iPhone 12 Pro is too heavy, at least for my day-to-day use. It weighs a whopping 189 grams, which is only 10 grams less than my iPhone 8 Plus, and it weighs 25 grams more than the iPhone 12. The iPhone 12 and 12 Pro share basically the same dimensions, sporting a 6.1-inch diagonal screen, which in my experience is the size of a phone that you can still use with one hand. I've been using the Google Pixel 5 for the past month, and it's around the same size as the iPhones. It's just been a joy to use. The rounded edges make it easier to hold, and the phone only weighs 151 grams, so you can hold it in your hand for long periods of time and your hand is not going to get tired from holding it. With the iPhone 12 Pro, however, this isn't the case. I found it to be much less comfortable to hold in my hand for long periods of time because of its extra weight. So much so that I returned it for the lighter weight iPhone 12, which sucked because I really wanted the features on the Pro. So why did Apple make the 12 Pro significantly heavier? It's the same exact size as the iPhone 12, but it is 25 grams heavier, which is not an insignificant amount of weight. Now, when you talk to iPhone 12 Pro users, they're likely going to say, oh, well, that's because of the stainless steel build materials, and that added weight just makes the phone feel more premium. And that sentiment really irks me. Do you know why? It's because for years, Apple has been a tech company devoted to making tech products both thinner and lighter. No one applauds them for making a heavier iPad keyboard like the Magic Keyboard and jabbering on about how much more premium it feels over the Smart Folio keyboard. When did "it weighs more" become synonymous with, oh, it feels premium, it must cost more? Like, by that logic, a tungsten wedding ring would be more premium and cost more than a gold wedding ring, which we know isn't true because in reality, gold, while lighter, is a much more expensive material than tungsten. Same thing for nobody goes out and buys a heavier DSLR because, oh, it feels more premium. Nobody does that. Everyone would complain if they had to carry around a heavier camera and lug it around everywhere with them. So why are we putting up with this logic with premium smartphones? More weight should not be equivalent to being more premium for devices designed for you to hold in your hand for long periods of time throughout the day. Ergonomics should come first and should drive phones to be lighter, and the Pro and the 12 should have a similar weight. People shouldn't be forced to get the bigger, heavier phone that they ideally would never pick for themselves just to get the better features and the better camera. Now, Apple is not alone in this trend. You'll see that almost all smartphones from major manufacturers over time have gotten heavier as phone sizes have increased, but the way Apple has somehow convinced people out there that a heavier device that is harder to hold in your hand is somehow better than something lighter and more ergonomic is dead wrong. Look, for any device that you're holding in your hand or typing on, or pretty much any situation where you are looking at a screen, ergonomics matter. And they matter more than you may think. You only ever notice the ergonomics of when you're in front of a screen when something isn't quite right. Like when the viewing angle of your TV is off and you're craning your neck too high, or if the key travel on your keyboard sucks and is limiting your ability to effectively type on it. Or in this case, when your phone is just too damn heavy to hold in your hand for an extended period of time. Now, I hope Apple eventually will come to their senses and stop forcing people who want the better features and are willing to pay for them to have to settle for a form factor that is larger and heavier than the ideal form factor they originally would have picked, like they seem to have started to acknowledge with the iPhone 12 mini. Alright, well, that's been my rant about the two new iPhones. Now, if you liked this video and found it interesting, make sure you hit that thumbs up button below. And if you disagree with my take, leave a comment below. I'm actually really interested in what everyone's thoughts are around how much a phone should weigh and what you think your ideal phone weight is. So, interested in seeing what discussion happens in the comments. Now, if you want to see more videos like this one on tech products from companies like Apple and Google, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Well, that'll do it for me. Until the next rant, I'm Josh Tedder for 6 months later. Thanks for watching.